Man, I think I am getting sick. So, on this video, I wanted to do like a part 2 to the August Alsina and Zoo. Because there was a lot more things that happened and I wanted to cover it, but I had already did my last video. I'm gonna go ahead and read Zoo's comment that he had to say about all of the controversy surrounding, did August Alsina try to groom him? You know what I'm saying? So this is what Zoo had to say in response to all the rumors. So Zoo says, "This is my first and only time addressing this. I don't give a F about any external validation whatsoever. I don't need anyone's likeness, but I'm a grown ass man with his own mind and free will. If I ever do anything, it's because I want to do it. I met August when I was already of age and adult. Aug didn't even know me when I was 16 or 17. Not sure where that came from. Yeah, there's a slight age difference, but y'all pick and chooses who to judge when it comes to that. We will have to know each other for 5 years. We will have known each other for 5 years towards the end of the year." So he's speaking in future terms. Okay. Because that's where we plan to make it. I know I'm not an internet person and prioritize my peace before anything and protect my relationship, because the media at times can seep in and tarnish beautiful dynamics, and that's 100. That's why y'all see I'm very private with my relationship too. August is my boyfriend and we're happy with each other. Simple. Nice. But I could see how being quiet and trying to protect something of value to you can allow some people to spin the narrative and create a bunch of different scenarios which aren't true. Okay, so he really did come. They actually went ahead and admitted their relationship. Congratulations. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They finally did it, y'all, what y'all been wanting. This is how they did it. This is how he chose to do it. And yeah, that's dope. It would have been a little more, authentic if it was just something natural, but they kind of got their hand forced with it. That's the only thing I will say. But other than that, hey, I'm just glad they did that. But I can see how being quiet and trying to protect something of value to you can allow some people to spin the narrative and create a bunch of different scenarios which aren't true. All gives me a great life and I am thankful. What I don't know is that I run this relationship. I'll call the shots. August just shows up and supports me in whatever I want to do. Oh, okay. So let me respond to that, because I think people wanted me to respond to that specifically. Now, look, y'all know I said that I think that they versatile, but August is probably more at the top. I still think that. A lot of people were saying that, oh, why he's saying and telling everybody, because actually August did respond to that. But I'm going to just say this first before I show y'all this. Y'all, my boyfriend runs this relationship a lot of the damn time too. You know what I'm saying? Just because you allow them to run something don't mean that you're a bottom. Somebody running the relationship does not mean determine the sexual position. Trust me. In a lot of straight relationships, the woman runs the dynamics as well. So when he said that, he could have meant all different kind of things. He could have meant that, he gets his way, he gets spoiled, and, August just supports him on whatever he want to do. And, to a lot of people, they could interpret that differently. But I just want to let that be known that just because someone runs the relationship does not mean that they are the top. They could still be the bottom and run the relationship. I just got to say that. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Dude, he supports my dream. He is a dream. Nothing is ever forced on either end. I hope this clears up any confusion. Stay fly. All right. Yeah, that was definitely, very heartfelt. And I'm going to just say this real quick to connect that analogy. Y'all do know that the king of the jungle sits back and chills while his ladies run the show. Go and get the food and everything. So just peep that just because you allow them to have a lot of power and do a lot of the work does not mean You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on what you're looking for and what you like. Don't let nobody make you feel like you got to be a certain way, you know? Just wanted to say that in your relationship dynamic, regardless if you're the bottom or the top, period. So then somebody tweeted and said, why he letting the people know you his bottom? August gonna respond and say, if that's what you read, I need you to go back to school and start all over again, beloved. Comprehension is key. All right, so like I just said, that's the kind of response that a nigga give that's just like, you know, I'm gonna respect my dude. I'm not up here, you know, to like, you know, just be like telling people what our business is in the bedroom, but I'm just letting it be known like that ain't what was said and that ain't what it was. Otherwise, he wouldn't even have reacted. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't even have responded to that if that wasn't the case. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Just wanted to point that out. That's my opinion on why he even responded. Because otherwise, he wouldn't even have defended it. You feel me? I'm going to play this one clip that I saw. People were sending it to me, so I just want to see what it is and, you know, check it out. Let's go.
After all this time, Zoo and August Alsina have finally come forward and confirmed a relationship. It's been like, what, 4 or 5 years now that we all been speculating they've been messing with each other, and they finally went ahead and confirmed it. However, now stuff is starting to hit the fan. Now, after y'all been begging August Alsina and Zoo to confirm their relationship, and y'all been begging for them to kiss and do all of this on screen, and y'all been begging for an insight on their life, y'all are now coming.
Which that is super weird. Whoever was asking them to kiss and everything. Well, actually, I think that some people may have had it like in a way where it was like, you know, show us a kiss or show us that y'all really together and not just on some clout chasing stuff. I think that's where some people was on. But others, of course, was perverted and wanted to see some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what the most people was on when they said that. But yeah.
Now coming forward and saying that August Alsina groomed Zoo, all because August Alsina was 22 or 23 when Zoo was 18 when they first got together. Like, y'all saying that this man groomed him? Like, huh? And this message that Zoo went ahead and penned for everybody, I really understand where he coming from. Sometimes it's hard being a trade man because at the end of the day, you could be gay, but people are going to judge you because they want you to be with women. So that is why a lot of men are DL in the closet or don't tell people what they got going on, because when they do, stuff like this happens where y'all pretty much try to make them feel ashamed of who they are. Zoo did go ahead and make it clear that he...
Well, y'all know how I feel about that part. I don't condone people sitting up there using it as an excuse to not be themselves and sacrifice their own life because of what other people are going to think and people's judgment. People are going to judge you until you die. It doesn't matter how you live. Trust and believe me. Be yourself, because you're the only one that's going to miss out on time of not being yourself, and you're going to be the one sacrificing yourself. Then people is sleeping good at night as they shame you for nothing, and they don't care about you no way. There's no point of caring about what people got to think. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Those days of normalizing insecure, you know, feeble-minded, weak-minded, and, you know, all that is dead. It's time to, you know, be confident, living your truth, okay? Straight up.
Zoo did go ahead and make it clear that he runs the relationship and that him and August Alsina are indeed together. He also wanted to make it clear that they did not know each other when he was 16 or 17. They met when he was grown, when he was a legal adult at 18 years old. And like I was saying, y'all was just asking them for soft corn, but then y'all get online and y'all drag them and say that one is grooming the other, and now y'all trying to make the relationship negative. I would never understand the general public. But if I was August, I probably would have never went into it like this. Like turning the blame and putting it on Zoo. I don't know. That was kind of corny because at the end of the day, you are older. So if you felt like he was too young, you could have taken the steps to no longer deal with him, but you still decided to deal with him. So
okay, yeah, let me see. So basically August said exactly, and even crazier part is that Zoo lied to me about how old he was when we first clicked up. Granted, he was over 18, but the fact still remains I found out later upon meeting the family. But this is information that would require me throwing my nigga under the bus. But you kind of just did, though. That's the weird part. This part, I thought it was fake when I first saw it. Because I was just like, did he really just say that shit? Like, was it like an attempt to try to save face in case anything was to come out? I don't know. Zoo is young, and there's something I'm gonna point out about him as well in this video, so just keep watching. But yeah, let's continue real quick on this.
So while the backlash is not cool, you throwing him under the bus and doing all of that ain't cool neither. But I'm sorry, y'all, these some fine brothers. What y'all think though? Pop y'all ish in the comments, or let's get into some things. Do y'all think that it's wrong that people are pretty much making them feel ashamed to be with each other after all of this time begging to know their business? Or do y'all think people have a right to sit there and voice their opinion on something they really have no information about? In my opinion, I think that they both need to just stop talking, stop addressing the internet, stop telling people your business, because this is what happens. Y'all was living such a positive life with people lusting over y'all all of this time, and now that y'all came forward, now look, people mad. Keep your business to yourself, but they are fine.
Yeah, I'm still proud of them for coming out, even though they got some drama. Fuck what people gotta say, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, all this, I can't be myself because people's opinions and they're gonna shame me and they're gonna make me feel bad and da. So what, bro? Nobody really cares about you anyway. Like, I promise you. Like, the people who do care about you, it won't matter to anyway. They're gonna love you for you. I want to read a couple comments that August, ever since they came out, these niggas just been kind of, just saying what they want to say, and I'm loving it. You feel me? So, look, August had to say this. So what he said also at the end of that comment that I didn't get to was, who ain't worthy? Well, he said, but this is information that would require me throwing my nigga under the bus and involving motherfuckers in our story. Who ain't worthy, just to appease their own trauma. Niggas be so desperate to project their unhappiness and spin a narrative is truly a reflection of the deeply unhealed inner child, boy. Hey, he sound like me right there. Y'all know I'm quick to tell y'all to go heal. Who be tripping for real. So I guess he was responding somebody said the same general public has spent the last 48 hours begging them for soft porn. I'm gonna leave that where it is. Either way, it was extremely harmful to throw out such names at August because he rounded up how long they've known each other. Yeah, that's wrong. That is 100. They was just waiting for something to bite on some hating ass shit. A female posted and said, I can't believe August really take D now. And then somebody responded and was like, wait till they find out they baby daddy take dick too. Like, straight up, I don't know why y'all females be really thinking that y'all be the only ones exempt from having a nigga that fuck around with niggas. Y'all niggas be bisexual and DL too, like the most, and be getting cracked the fuck out and sent back home to y'all. So calm down, straight up. So somebody said, this don't clear up anything. If anything, makes y'all sound more guilty. He said guilty. The word implies that you thought y'all held some sort of court or dominion over two grown-ass people to be judged for some sort of outcome. The level of delusion and narcissism y'all live in is psychotic. Straight up. I'm so glad he understands. I'm trying to tell you. He says, y'all don't even hold authority in your own life, let alone mine. Heal and pay your rent, family. Straight up. Yeah, bro, y'all gonna start feeling the same shit I be feeling, but y'all gonna be getting it even on a 10 times more scale. So just be ready and ignore that shit. Like, miserable people gonna try you, but you gotta understand that is their issue, not yours. They want the reaction so that makes them feel better about themselves. Straight up. So he says something else. He says, this is how I know y'all be looking a mess, because ain't no way, ain't nan motherfucker I've been with ever been forced to be over here, partner. Y'all have seen some of my relationships play out publicly, and with everything that come with it, this shit is a choice because it ain't worth the week. And that's the thing. People would be mad because a motherfucker wouldn't choose them with less than half the battle and adversity. Poor little stinker. And that's all big Virgo shit. Oh shit, that nigga get in his motherfucking comfort zone. I fuck with it though. Yeah. He's snapping all these niggas. But he's showing his femme side, but yeah. It's whatever though. I fuck with it. Then he says, oh, I'm done. My birthday is near and I don't take this internet shit serious. I'll just leave y'all with Zoo is a hill I'm dying on. Period. Damn. Now look, y'all, I'm loyal as a motherfucker. But I ain't never put together them words like that to say no shit like that. Like, y'all know I'm all about my nigga and my relationship and, you know, like our peace and like just happiness and everything. I'm all about all this. But I ain't never had the words to put together like that. That nigga mean that. That ain't no game, boy. Cause people truly have no reason to be mad about what anyone outside of self is doing with their life, other than misery. Now everybody be blessed. I could assure you, it's truly not worth the fight it out for fucking round. Sorry, my ancestors who don't believe in playing fair this season. Because somebody said, you have graciously shared more than we deserve to know. You ain't got to say nothing else if you don't want to. So, yeah, man, they got enough of that shit. They didn't like that shit at all. Oh, man. I will say, though, this. I'm gonna play a couple more clips real quick so I can make my final point. Because there's something I'm just a little worried about. But I'm going to get to that here in just a second. But this next video I want to show y'all is how thirsty gays be and how disrespectful they be towards relationships. And I'm going to just show y'all what's up.
August! Hey, Daddy!
Oh, he is so fucking fine.
I don't care about your music.
Wait a minute. Hey, y'all speak that way.
August!
So as they pulling up to another event, I guess they must have went to a couple events this night, right? They pull up to another one. Why? As they getting out, niggas is talking about, oh, I guess I don't care about your nigga. Like, so everybody can notice the energy on what's up here. And not only that, August is, you know, and they know that Zoo is the one that they're going to have to be in competition with. But, you know, they don't stand a chance, and Zoo knows that shit because check this out, which I think he got offended because if you pay attention, when you look, he hear them say that shit and he kind of look up like, y'all bitches is thirsty as fuck. Y'all can't fuck with me. Like, you can tell Zoo got to be a cocky ass nigga because check this out. And then to come to find out he's a Nicki fan at that, he did a TikTok to Nicki's verse basically saying like, y'all niggas wish y'all could look like me. Y'all wish y'all could be me. Y'all wish y'all could, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically popping his shit, like, to shit on all the other niggas. You know what I'm saying? All the other butch queens and all the other dudes, you know? Like, about his nigga, okay? Like, straight up. He like, y'all wish y'all had my nigga, but back the fuck up. Like, I like it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Now, the only thing that I am a slight kick worried about is the age difference. I did not know that this nigga was that young. Now, look, I have told y'all on my channel plenty of times that I say like 25 and up. Once you hit around 30 years old, you need to only be dating 25 and ups. Not because, hear me out, not because of like the typical reasons. My experience and also what I've seen, and logically, anyone under 25 is not fully, they haven't experienced enough of their own life to be ready to settle down longevity like a 30 plus year old is ready to do. Because a lot of 30 plus year olds is not ready either. A lot of niggas don't even get ready to really settle down until like 40 something. So when you're 30 something and you go down to try to cuff somebody that's 20 something in the early 20s at that, it's like you're kind of setting yourself up for a gamble of this nigga might get to a point in a couple years to where he feel like he need to experience life on his own. He need to have his own journey, or he got things he want to do without being in a relationship. Because if y'all last 5, 6 plus years, this nigga gonna spend his whole 20s with you damn near. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all been together since 18, Now the nigga 22, you gonna be with the nigga all the way through 20s, and you gonna own the nigga? You gonna be the only nigga that the nigga ever got to fuck with? Like, if that's the case, that's what's up. But I just really hope that they can do that. Otherwise, it's gonna be looking like a heartbreak coming for Alsina here in a second. So, oh wait, somebody had mentioned that they might be married because, you know, they had pointed out the ring and said that, you know, like these niggas, they probably married behind our back because they both got on a ring in the wedding, on the wedding ring, if you pay attention to the photos and shit when they went out on that event. So you never know. They could be married, but you know, you can get a divorce, but you know, still, that still would be good though. I'm not being negative at all. I'm just being 100, just looking at both sides, looking out for, you know, somebody that I feel like is genuine with what they're doing in their heart. And I get that from August. So just wanted to say that on some bro shit. However, I wish them the best of luck. Hopefully this is that Beyonce Jay-Z shit where this bitch never leave this nigga, because Beyonce ain't never leaving Jay-Z. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, August and Zoo can be like that. And, you know, his age could just be, he could be that one-off that doesn't need to go out and be young, dumb, full of cum and try all these different dudes, and he can really be loyal to August, then I'm definitely rooting for that. So just to sum it up, I do not think that he groomed him at all. He went younger because he probably found him more attractive than he did anybody else. And yes, there's a sense of innocence that is attractive there in that situation. That's not grooming. Y'all always call men who look for somebody who they can have a fresh canvas with, a fresh slate with, I should say. Don't have a whole bunch of baggage and shit. A lot of men like us who are attractive, and we've had our fair share, and we've had people throw themselves at us, and we gotten used to people, a lot of different people having all this baggage and shit that we have to deal with. It get to a point where you just want somebody who you ain't got to hear about exes, who you ain't got to have no drama with because of some bullshit that they done been through, and they not completely all tainted and damaged to where they got all these trust issues and stuff. It is nice to be the first love for somebody, to be the first nigga for somebody that they this serious with and all that. It does have its perks, trust me. Like, so y'all want to call it grooming, but it's not. It's a man thing that you just don't understand unless you a man that is more of dominant. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he groomed him. I just think that that was what he went for. That's what he liked. That's what it was. Like I said, I'm more so worried about the young one than the older one. By the way, his birthday just passed. Keep a lookout for that type of shit. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. Cause I would hate for this nigga to get his head big, be walked around and troped up like a trophy by August all this time, and then all of a sudden this nigga break up with August and go and he can have the pick of the litter because any nigga gonna want to get him just because they knew that he was fucking with August, and he kind of put him on. So I just hope that this nigga doesn't do him dirty on no foul shit. I'm saying this because I would be thinking this for myself if I was to come across somebody that was much younger than me. And two, if I was his homeboy, this is what I would tell him. You know what I'm saying? I'll say go for it, put your all into it, but just be aware of this nigga's age. And we know how, but see, the thing is, August wasn't out here at that age. He wasn't out here yet. See, when you out here at that age and then you get to this age, you have a more understanding. But August was not out. He was probably not fucking with niggas at 22, 23 years old. So he just probably don't even know, like. So that's the only reason why I'm saying that. Straight up. You feel me? So yeah, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Hit them comments up. Like this video. And yeah, I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say.